The world of HR is constantly evolving, and let's be honest, so should you. That's why here at Factorial, we're bringing you a weekly dose of your HR tips and best practices, but in easily chewable tablets. We're here to give human remedies for human problems. So without further ado, it's time to take your weekly HR pill. MBWA, Managing by Wandering Around. The best corporate leaders make it a priority to communicate effectively as they navigate this hyper-connected, unforgiving digital era. Thing is, lousy and inefficient communication is a monster of a problem in companies, and it's happening way more than it actually should. Let's check out the symptoms of this phenomenon and go over one of my favorite cures. The diagnosis. Fact. The old image of the CEO in a corner office with a view of the city is a thing of the past, and really it should stay like that. Leaders need to focus on communications as a management capability much more seriously than they typically do. They should lead a thorough rethinking of what communications do and should do, subsequently transforming it into the constructive force that it is. We live in the 21st century, yet communications in companies still operate within like a 20th century mindset. The biggest problem with not maintaining a healthy top-to-bottom communications is three different things. Number one, employees will have problems with understanding the vision of the company. Two, it creates a non-access environment to management and especially the CEO. And three, you miss the opportunity to learn ideas and insights from who is working with the company problems on a daily basis. Basically, if you're part of the leadership team in the company, it's kind of your job to do that. You should never be too busy to communicate. Now, how can we start curing this? Managing by wandering around. The cure. So, what is management by wandering around? MBWA, or Management by Wandering Around, is a leadership tool that gets you into the minds of your employees and engages you with your entire workforce in the visions and goals of your company. This is much more than a simple walk and chat. This is an interaction that provides you with insights into your business, your employees, and their processes and cultures and attitudes. It's a way for you to naturally open up the lines of communication with your team. Successful leadership thrives on this valuable information. So initiatives like these can break hierarchies, and it creates a direct line of access for the employees to share their ideas, their worries, and even goals with you. It helps bring to life the vision since you can keep it fresh on everyone's mind. There is no such thing as over-repeating when it comes to your company's visions, values, and strategies. It also builds trust. The more you listen and apply what you hear, the more the employees will know that you are someone that they can reach out to, so for real change. This is effectively and proactively talking and interacting with everyone in the company. So before you start doing it, here's a couple of tips. Prepare. Take a few minutes each day to educate yourself about each employee's role and performance. Get to know them. Set a specific time in your calendar so you can make sure you don't miss it. Approach. Time your approach so that your employees are open to a chat. You want them to be free to engage and therefore be at ease and without distractions. Don't interrupt them when they're at busy times or when they are on a break or with their customers. You may need to try several different times until you actually discover what works best for you and your employees. Talk. You can and should be open to talking with every one of your employees. Tell them when you notice something positive, offer them praise, ask how they achieve their accomplishments or what struggles have contributed to their lack of success. Ask about concerns and ideas, and most importantly, listen more than you talk. Take notes. Follow up with answers. If you can't answer an employee's question off the top of your head, write it down and don't forget to get back to them or her or whatever with an answer later. Besides being common courtesy, it actually builds trust with you too. Persist. You may find that during your first walks, employees aren't offering ideas or communicating freely. Don't be discouraged. Repetitive visits and informal discussions will eventually encourage employees to bring their ideas forward Frequent MBWA will also improve results because you'll reach employees as issues arise and are fresh in their minds. The prescription. It may seem that popping in on an employee unexpectedly may sound like a distraction, but enthusiasts say the practice also yields real benefits. The CEO here even does it. Management by wandering around really helps you be more visible and connect with employees and share ideas, and invite suggestions for doing things better. The idea of this practice is to actively listen. You must also respond to the ideas or problems voiced and take effective action about them. Clearly, MBWA takes some extra time and effort, but apart from any tangible payoff it might yield down the road, you might even find that you actually enjoy it and you can learn a great deal from it. It's a simple yet highly effective tool, and hey, it's free, so why not? Subscribe to our channel and stay up to date with the latest remedies to help keep your company as healthy as possible. Share your thoughts with us in the comments, and thanks for tuning in. HR Pills. See you next week.